Well, for a long time, he's been mentioned with the baddest men on the planet. For a long time, though, the title fight eluded him. Not anymore. Here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, finally making this walk and cracking a smile. He's waited a long time for this. He's not expecting a 25-minute war. He believes he has the power and the skills to get this thing done quickly. I guess we'll find out. Well, a lot of people think it's the most significant title in combat sports. No argument from me. Baddest man on the planet, UFC heavyweight champion. There he is in the flesh. What an absolute monster. What a title reign it has been. But a serious challenge in front of him here tonight. When this man became the heavyweight champion, a lot of people thought that this challenger was the one who would wrest the belt away. Now the fight is here. We'll see if we get a new champion or if this man continues one of the greatest heavyweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Jones is 4 years his senior. He weighed in at 205 pounds. He will have a 14-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Murgliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a look-see-do fighter, holding a professional record of 27 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, presenting the challenger, John Bones Jones! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Makhachev, Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Islam.
So the fight is now underway. On one side, you have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. Going to be interesting to see how long he keeps here.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon.
Takedown defense holds up. Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length, of course, it's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab.
Look at the skip action that allows you to land that big knee. Wow, actually got the takedown. Oh, nice. Oh, now he's in trouble.
crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Lands with the ground and pound here. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. He needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat.
And this might just be a matter of time. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half circle.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
All right, round two.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Oh, head kick. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Oh, nice land there with the punch. You see, he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach.
Oh! He didn't like that left hand.
He's got it hurt here. Oh, he might be out.
That was a jab.
Oh, and he lands another takedown here, just doing a nice job not telegraphing his shot. Clean entries. The Olympian's got to like what he sees.
I mean, over and over, he gets to the legs before his opponent reacts. By beating him on the entry, now it's up to the opponent to keep up. But this guy's playing chess. His opponent's playing checkers. He's playing chess. He can't keep up once he gets to his legs. He's got to beat him defensively before he gets his hands locked around his legs or his body.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Under 2 minutes to go in the round. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Gets up again here, but hurting. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and that is how you scramble, folks.
big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
He engages in the single collar tie. The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
Right into side control.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's gonna be.
All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so there's the end of the round. The storyline over those previous 5 minutes. Volume takedowns, offensive wrestling.
Yeah, this is an exhausting type of fight. Not only for the offensive fighter, but also for the opponent. Always being under attack, always being defensive, always reacting starts to really wear at your gas tank. It's interesting to see who is more fresh going to the next round.
All right, so we'll see how it goes here in this round. Previous round, it was all him just taking his opponent down really every time he entered.
Yeah, every time he got in on the leg, he was able to secure a finish. And that is the idea you want as a wrestler going into a fight. If you have to change up the technique, it's fine. It's not always going to be the very first attack. When it's the first attack, you're very happy. But most times, you got to chain things together if you want to take down a great fighter.
And we know how... Whoa! He's out! Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
So on the sport's biggest stage, he comes up large. The baddest man on the planet, the UFC heavyweight champion of the world, your winner and by knockout here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Rugliano's call stop to this contest at 35 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world,
Well, DC, you know how much I love crowning new champions,
Yeah.
and when we get to see these men and women realize these dreams, but to do it at heavyweight, man, just incredible to see this guy realize a UFC title.
And you look at the emotion on his face, you can tell that this is a dream that he has had for a long time, and now it is realized. Congratulations to the champ and his entire team.
And best of luck trying to defend it,
Oh,
by the way.
yeah, man, this is volatile. Look, they got a whole bunch of hungry wolves lining up to take that belt.